This is a follow-on video to the video I made earlier today. So I want to discuss a reiteration of Michael's Law. So Michael's Law is, if you are sufficiently incompetent or inept at something, not only are you not going to know when you're bad at it, but you're not going to know the difference between your own, how bad you are at something, and your own malice. Like your own internal ideas about things, how you want to order the world and that. And you're not going to be able to work with clients in healthcare in such a way that you're helping them achieve their aims and their vision. That is Michael's Law. It's appropriately named after a man called Michael Armstrong, who tried to basically abuse and control me. Out of desperation, I asked for his help at one point in my life, and it was the worst decision I ever made. He runs a cult in Canberra, or something which is, I'd like to call cult light, more like an exclusive brethren kind of thing, with members of the veterans community, the signals community, those kinds of things. We currently have a restraining order between each other because I've been trying to flee his cult and his community. They're a group of people I want nothing to do with. They keep harassing me because it provides them attention, and they want to feel important. And because at one point in time I was able to develop a network of connections because of associations with Michael, he somehow believes I owe him something, and that's just not true. I don't owe this fucker anything. This guy's a domestic abuser. I want this fucker as far away from me as possible. But Michael's Law has been enacted by a whole lot of different people. A lot of people have violated or enacted. I'm not sure the best way to describe it when someone partakes in this practice. So I've had the police try and rehabilitate me or care for me. I don't know what the fuck they're doing by spying on me. So every time I do a job interview, my phones and shit are tapped. So, everything I say is a constant testimony. And at the same time, they'll be trying to care for me by placing people in my home and shit. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it. I'm constantly harassed I've been harassed online by the police using their public profiles, and yesterday they tried to do an intervention for my taco project. They tried to dismantle it. And it wasn't what the participants wanted. It wasn't what the community wanted. They thought they were doing something heroic. And this is the second time we've seen this happen, when the police have just done something so public and so cringe, so completely outside of the scope of their practice, that the community has gone what the fuck is with these people? There's obviously an issue with policing in Australia, right? And we could go into the causes of that. Put simply, the nature of the work of policing attracts a certain kind of person, and the process of that work develops a certain culture, and that culture is always a shit-eating culture. But the main thing is, they've harassed me terribly. They've got stories they can tell themselves that they're doing a good thing. They're so keen to feel good about it and have other people think that they're doing good, that they're wanting to post it online and have everyone else look at it. And oh my fucking God, the cringe, the absolute fucking cringe of these people. They have violated or enacted Michael's Law so fully. And when that happens, it shows a depth of incompetence. Because it's not just someone making a mistake in their work. It's someone making a mistake about who they are in their work as a person, and their level of moral character and their motivations for something. Because if you don't have self-awareness in doing any kind of treatment practice, what's going to happen is that the treatment is going to be about your needs and not the needs of the client. And you're not going to be addressing and increasing the person's capacity or helping them, or increasing the capacity of the community to have law-abiding citizens. In this situation, We had a gang behavior. We had the authorities using their power to abuse and oppress a vulnerable person. And they did it openly in front of the entire community, and they did it proclaiming they were doing a good thing, and they thought they were doing a good thing. Okay? This is their level of capacity and capability. And these are the fuckers who are trying to make decisions about my life, and I have to try and access lawyers to deal with. But I can't, because they're stopping me from getting my fucking money to be able to pay for it. So I can't even get lawyers for consultations to work this through. And the ones I get through legal aid, while sometimes good, aren't able to take me down to the station, and I'm not able to begin the litigation against these fuckers, which I very much want to do. Right? I can't see what is going on. I can't begin working through to unravel the absolute shit fight that these fuckers, these incompetent fuckers have created. Now just remember, final statement again, reiteration of Michael's Law, because this is something which is in the zeitgeist now. This bloke's earned his place in history. Michael's Law. Anything which is sufficiently done incompetently, like if a person is sufficiently incompetent, they're not going to be able to determine the cause of their actions, whether it's them being benevolent or their own malevolence, because they're sufficiently incompetent that they don't understand enough of the process of healthcare or whatever practice they're doing where they're trying to build capacity in something to be able to determine between what are their needs and the needs of the situation, right? And they end up serving their needs rather than the needs of the client. That is Michael's Law, and the members of the Canberra Community Policing, APRA, all the law enforcement much of the law enforcement I've come across have been very clear violators of this dictum. Right. See you later, everyone.